Hello, Miss Myers.
Hi, guys.
All right, we're going to have a new celebration for our lab today. Guess what it's called?
Microball rockets!
Yes! Rockets! I can't wait.
Oh, I've been waiting all year for this, you guys.
Yes! All right.
So I'm going to look at page 1 and Miss Contreras, what can we do with page 1?
You know what? My teachers have been so nice. They set up everything for me. You don't have to do anything for page 1. It's a great picture for you.
Wait,
I'm already on page 2.
You're telling me my teacher did all of this work for
All
me?
of the work.
All of it.
Wow, I should like thank them, get them a present or something. Don't you think? They did
Of
all
course,
this work
Miss
for us?
Lavity and Miss Coach Bennett.
Yes.
I
Great
love
idea.
chocolate.
Yes, as do I.
And I can eat it.
Chocolate
Page
makes
2.
everything better.
Page 2 is where we're starting. And we are going to make a hydrogen gas generator. So you guys remember we studied single replacement reactions with activity
Right.
series?
Yes.
So we're going to do some zinc with some hydrochloric acid.
Is it okay to touch that stuff?
The zinc, yeah, it's like touching a penny, in case you didn't know.
Oh,
Pennies
yes.
are zinc coated in copper.
Yes.
Yes. And so this is a single replacement reaction. And guys, what is going to be replaced in this reaction?
I wonder, what do metals replace when they react with acids?
Interesting.
Chlorine?
Let's check it out.
No.
Not chlorine? Well, what's my only other option here?
Hydrogen.
Oh, hydrogen. So my zinc is going to replace my hydrogen. And so we're going to start by taking this piece of zinc and we're just going to get it down in there.
Maybe.
And sometimes this happens. It's a
Sometimes
we
we need a different
We
piece
need
of
a
zinc.
smaller
size.
piece of zinc.
All right, there we go. And then we're going to pour some hydrochloric acid in there with it.
And this is our rubber stopper with the
about-
little pipettes.
Just about halfway up the test tube.
We're going to put the rubber stopper on there.
What's
so you can
happening?
see that
Look at
there
the
is a
bubbles.
reaction happening.
Bubbles.
Okay, so we want to capture those bubbles. So we are going to take this pipette bulb right here that your teachers have so lovingly marked for you. And we're going to come over to this beaker of water and we're going to get all the air out of this pipette.
And you're a little messy, Miss Lavity.
That's all right, it's just water. So, nope, we still have a little bit more left in here. I'll try again.
Take some more.
There we go. So we are all the way filled up with water. And I'm just going to put it over here on the top of my test tube.
And you can see that all the water is
All of my water has
Being
disappeared,
released.
so I'm going to take it off the test tube like this. And I'm going to hold my finger over the end because I want to keep all this gas inside of the pipette.
right.
So then your partners are going to do something awesome.
All right, take
Maybe.
a wooden splint. And Miss Bennett, what are you doing with fire?
Well, you know, just
Fire's great.
Awesome.
And so then we're going to take our pipette, which is full of the gas we got from this test tube here, and make sure that you do not have your hand over the flame, and we're going to squeeze that pipette over the fire. Now, an event should happen, but because we didn't want to ruin the event for you, we made sure ours didn't have an event. But you're going to get that event to happen, and then you're going to go to your lab sheet.
dandy,
And when it says pop test for hydrogen gas, you're going to write down what you observed when that event occurred. Okay,
Easy does it.
that's right. So then we need to get an oxygen gas generator. So we're going to get some yeast. Ugh. It does
Smells
smell
like baby food.
Yeah, it smells delightful. We're going to put a little bit of yeast in a test tube. And then we're going to get this hydrogen peroxide. And we're going to add that to the test tube. And you don't want to add too much. That's probably enough there. And put our stopper back in.
And there's also a reaction going on within this test tube now. Lots of bubbles.
So, again, we're going to take our pipette bulb and we're going to get all of the air out of it. Fill it all the way up with water.
And is
And
it
then-
okay to use the same bulb that you used the first time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Excellent.
And then we're going to fill this guy up
With the
with oxygen, gas.
Maybe.
Okay, so we're going to pretend like it got all the way full. We're going to take our finger off And then we're gonna do
All
the
right.
same process.
And we're gonna light our same splint if you still have some space to light it. And yes, we're using cigarette lighters, so be careful.
And then again, we're gonna do our test. We're gonna take our finger off and push the air over the flame. And again, an event will happen, but we did not want to ruin the event for you. Okay, so that's the first steps 12 through 17. So then we're gonna start doing some mixtures between hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. So we already have both of our generators going here. So we're just gonna fill our pipette full up again.
You should fill it up with water all the way every time before you're putting it over the test tube.
Okay, so the first thing I want to do is fill it up to my first mark, which is right here on my pipette bowl, with hydrogen gas. Okay, that didn't take long. And then I'm going to move it over to the oxygen generator, and I'm going to fill it the rest of the way up. This one's real slow.
And
So then once it's all the way full, then again, we take our finger off and hold it over here. And then we're going to do the flame test again. I don't think you need to watch us light a wooden splint.
Exactly.
and then the very first section in your data table, it says 1 to 5. Well, that's what you did. You put 1 part hydrogen gas, 5 parts oxygen gas, and then you're going to rate the loudness, which is what you'll
Of
figure
the
out.
event.
Of the event.
Where 10 is incredibly loud and 0 is very quiet.
Silent. Crickets.
So have fun creating a rocket in your laboratory.
Okay, so the last thing we need to talk about is how do I clean this up? This yeast and hydrogen peroxide, what can I do with that?
Absolutely down the drain.
All right, so we're just going to come over here. We're going to pour it down the drain and probably run a little water with it.
Brush it.
Make sure it gets down the sink. And then what about our hydrogen gas generator, the zinc and hydrochloric acid?
All right, there is a small amount of zinc left into your test tube, so we're going to remove the stopper. Oh, it's actually warm. Wow. And then you're going to pour it into a waste container,
Which will be labeled for you.
and then we want to just rinse it.
We need to make sure we wash all of our supplies before we leave our lab station.
Okay.
And so, we hope you enjoy your micromole rockets.
Thank you, and you've had a great time doing the lab. Bye-bye.
Bye!
Bye.
Later.